From Arkansas's News and Information Center, this is THV 11 This Morning.
Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith, and today, January 30th.
Can't believe it. And I'm Meredith Mitchell. Thanks for joining us this morning and waking up with us on THV 11 Saturday morning.
Yeah, this month has flown by.
It certainly has. I'm going to make a confession.
Uh-oh.
We still have some Christmas decor up at our house.
Didn't we go over this last year?
Yes.
The same thing.
But I have an excuse.
Okay,
You'll be seeing me model this beautiful hand brace all morning long.
So if you guys haven't noticed this week yet, Meredith broke her hand last weekend, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was about an hour after this show. Went home, had socks on and a basket of laundry down our hardwood stairs at home, and
wow.
Me, the laundry basket, my purse, my running shoes, all at the bottom of the stairs.
Well, I'm glad it was only your hand, and she's been working through the week like a champ, so
trying to,
kudos to you.
Yeah, so I get to wear this brace for the next 4 weeks. As fashionable it is. I did have hot pink straps, but I dropped by the hand therapy clinic yesterday, and they strapped me up with a little bit less.
Good. It goes with your outfit today.
Yes.
We appreciate
obnoxious
the fashion statement.
Color. Okay, for your forecast, though, we are talking about a gorgeous weekend. It's going to be hard to believe it is the end of January with the type of weather we're going to be seeing. Let's go ahead and take a look outside right now. Or at temperatures, 49 degrees. Currently out at the Little Rock Airport, so not too cold waking up this morning. We've got dry air in place. Winds are out of the south at around 5 miles an hour. It's going to be a good day for anybody who wants to maybe head to Oaklawn later on this afternoon. It'll be a great day for the races. Tomorrow will be the same as well. Temperatures around the state look like this. We're pretty much warm all around. It's 50 degrees in Fayetteville. Zooming in a little bit closer in on the metro area. Right now 48 in Sheridan, and currently 47 degrees there in Conway. As we head throughout the rest of your Saturday, expecting those temperatures to warm up quickly, approaching your 70 degrees by this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. We'll talk about some changes, though, to our forecast coming up here in just a moment. But for now, Marlisa, let's get a check of those headlines.
Still no decision on charges in the Garland County hot car death when the special prosecutor said he'd have one by Friday. THV 11's Marielle Mose has been following this story for months and has more on why this decision is taking so long.
6 months since this crime scene. 18-month-old Thomas Naramore died after being left in the back seat of this car. His father, Garland County Judge Wade Naramore. 6 months. And still no charges filed.
The scrutiny is there, and we understand that, and that's why we want to be very careful and make the right decision.
Special Prosecutor Scott Ellington promised to have a decision on whether or not to file charges by the end of the week. He delayed it, deciding some evidence needs more review.
We just ran across some things that caused us some concern that we wanted to double check.
Looking at the big picture, going back to 1998, 16 kids have died in hot cars in Arkansas. Of 9 total incidents, in 6 of them the driver was convicted. Most of them convicted for negligent homicide. Ellington not using these convictions as precedent.
We are looking at the facts of this case and not trying to measuring it against any other case. We handle cases case by case individually.
Ellington says there are several reasons this has been so prolonged, but he can't go into detail until a decision to file charges or not is actually made.
You know, you can interview me about what took so long and why did it take so long. I think at that point you'll go, oh, okay, I understand now.
Marielle Mose, THV 11 News.
Ellington said he learned not to put a deadline on this decision anymore, so the waiting game continues and we have no indication to when charges will be filed anymore. Now, police are looking for a second suspect in connection with the homicide on Warren Drive. Little Rock police believe Nautica Finney was involved in the shooting death of Farron Whitley. Officers found Whitley shot to death in a car last month, and on Thursday, detectives charged Brandon Nevels with capital murder in the case. Nevels was already in jail for other charges. Finney will also be charged with capital murder. And police in DeWitt searching for a man wanted in connection to a shooting. Police believe Rodney Duncan shot a key witness in a trial 30 minutes after a jury found his brother guilty of a 2014 murder. The man was airlifted to a hospital and is expected to be okay. Police say the witness told them that Duncan was dressing in all black when he shot him in his yard. Call police if you know anything about this. Making national headlines this morning, one of the 3 prisoners who escaped from a Southern County jail last week has turned himself in. 43-year-old Bok Duong approached a civilian yesterday around noon saying he wanted to turn himself in. The other escaped inmates, Hassan Nayari and Jonathan Tiu, are still at large. Officials believe Nayari, the possible mastermind, had help from a woman who was teaching him English in prison. Investigators say the two may have developed a close relationship and frequently exchanged letters. Michigan leaders approved $28 million in funding to fix Flint's water contamination. The bill includes money for bottled water and filters and monitoring children for developmental delays. The funds also will help the city pay water bills and cover testing of its water system. Lead contaminated Flint's water when a state-appointed official switched the water supply back in 2014. And preschool students in Wheeling, West Virginia, wanted to help Flint, Michigan's children through their water crisis. The students at Socorro Montessori Preschool started a campaign for 100 cases of water. Area residents brought thousands of bottles of water and all in all 5,000 cases of water, filling 3 tractor trailers. Those tractor trailers should arrive sometime this morning or afternoon in Michigan. And here in Arkansas, the phrase death of the unborn child is being removed from regulations in new abortion laws. The Arkansas Board of Health voted to remove the phrase and replace it with termination of pregnancy. Governor Hutchinson opposes the decision along with the health department director, but board members say the death of an unborn child language goes too far and isn't based in science. Well, the Metro Plan Board of Director discussed the possible expansion of Highway 89. U.S. Representative French Hill says expanding the road would help people driving from Jacksonville and Cabot to Conway and Mayflower.
This is a traffic pattern that's used from folks going back and forth to the air base in Valonia. And so we're really taking an existing corridor that's well maintained and just enhancing it for traffic safety and for good commuter purposes and transportation purposes.
Representative Hill says this expansion would provide higher property values for those in North Pulaski County, as well as allow safer routes for people going to the Air Force Base and Camp Robinson. He believes the project would also allow Mayflower to enhance their economic development. And happening today, Habitat for Humanity and Whole Foods are teaming up for a donation day. Habitat's Restore Truck is taking donations of gently used appliances, furniture, clothing, and more to be sold at their restores. Proceeds go directly to building houses in Central Arkansas. This is to raise awareness about recycling and reusing materials that are otherwise just thrown away. You can head over to the Whole Foods on Bowman today from 9 to 12 p.m. And coming up, some mothers-to-be want one last vacation before delivering their baby.
But the Zika virus is making trips like that a little harder. Coming up, what airlines are doing to make it up to them.
Plus, Barbie is getting more diverse. Details on the change ahead.
And I'll have a look at your warm weekend forecast when we come back.
THV 11 Weather is brought to you by Everett Buick GMC.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Everett Buick GMC.
Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics, the state's only master distributor of Muncie Power products. We have the largest inventory for all your heavy-duty steering and hydraulic needs. At Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics, let our 75 years experience work for you.
I love all the windows.
I think we envisioned it to be a space where we could gather together as a family.
This is a room they want to use all the time. They need things that are durable and stylish.
I love this one.
These shelves are great.
So what do you think?
That's beautiful. I do not feel that we could have made the decisions without the help of Bassett. Now I want to do another room.
The HGTV Home Design Studio by Bassett. Are you ready for your big reveal?
Save store-wide and get special financing during Bassett's Winter Home Sale.
At River City Recreation World, we carry the best brands in the country, and we've just added a new one. Proudly introducing Redwood Fifth Wheels, the only truly residential RV sold in Central Arkansas. Redwood has all the comfort of home in a spacious, luxurious fifth wheel. Motorhome buyers, River City Recreation World also has the state's largest selection of pre-owned motorhomes. River City Recreation World, just north of McCain Mall on Warden Road in Sherwood. Shop us 24/7 at rivercityrvs.com.
At Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics, it's our job to keep your equipment on the job.
So if your equipment pumps, dumps, sucks, or blows, come see the pros. Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics.
Join the conversation. Follow THV11 on social media.
And good morning to you. Looking outside at mostly clear skies on this Saturday morning. And for the last weekend of January, we are going to see some warm temperatures as well. Looking at downtown Little Rock, things are very quiet and the weather is going to remain that way throughout the weekend. And looking at those temperatures to be about 10 to 15 degrees above where they should be for this time of year. It's 49 degrees right now at the Little Rock Airport, and those winds are out of the south at 5 miles an hour. You'll notice those pick up today as well. Those southerly winds, that's going to usher in some warmer air and also make for a little bit of a breezy afternoon. Dry air is in place in those clear skies this morning, and here's a look at what you can expect as you head throughout the rest of your day. Looking at the mid 60s by around lunchtime, and then this afternoon we will approach near 70 degrees in a lot of locations around the state. As night falls, some clouds will begin to increase. Those temperatures will remain fairly mild into the overnight hours as well. Right now, here's what we're looking at as far as the temperatures go on the map. 50 degrees there in Fayetteville this morning, 43 if you're waking up with us there in Russellville, 35 in Arkadelphia, and looking at 51 degrees there in Pine Bluff. So some warm locations. It's 32 there in Clinton. As far as Live View Max goes, cloud cover not there right now, but we've got some that's going to begin to move in from the plains. That's what's going to happen as we head towards the nighttime hours. And then on Sunday, there is going to be a very, very small chance by Sunday afternoon that we may see just a little bit of precipitation. But here's a look at those clouds as they roll in for tonight. No rain expected as we head into tonight. But tomorrow, as you can see here, this is early Sunday morning, beginning to see a little bit of moisture return and could see a few spotty light showers by your Sunday morning and into Sunday afternoon. That's a look at your weather forecast. Marlisa will send things to you.
The level of alarm is growing as Zika virus spreads across Central and South America. And today we're hearing from a teenager who says he's the first person to be treated in Arkansas for the virus. Earlier this week, the Arkansas Department of Health reported the very first case of Zika virus here in the state. While health privacy laws restrict hospitals from releasing the person's name, this 17-year-old says while in Guatemala visiting family for the holidays, he started showing symptoms of the virus. After returning to the States, he was treated at Children's Hospital.
There was an ambulance waiting for him at the terminal whenever he got here.
I mean, I knew what it was, but you don't expect to get something like that when you go on a trip, like on a vacation.
The CDC is encouraging those who are pregnant not to travel to the affected countries. Now, moms-to-be are canceling trips to the areas affected by the virus, including women who plan to take a baby moon. CBS's Hannah Daniels takes a look at how major airlines are dealing with the new travel precautions.
Stephanie Code is 24 weeks pregnant and planned to take her baby moon trip to Puerto Rico. But news of the Zika virus there forced her to cancel.
Sounds like the possibilities are very grave. If something were to happen.
Mosquito spread Zika, which can cause fever, rash, and joint pain. But the virus appears to be dangerous for pregnant women and those trying to get pregnant because it's been linked to babies being born with abnormally small heads. The major airlines are offering pregnant women and their travel companions with tickets to Zika-affected nations a refund or rebooking. United says its offer is not only for customers who are pregnant, but also those who are attempting to become pregnant. JetBlue and Delta say they'll work to accommodate any ticketed customers with concerns. Major cruise lines say they will also try to accommodate pregnant women. USA Today travel reporter Charisse Jones says so far the virus has not had a major impact on the travel industry.
There's not a big fear that this is going to cause widespread travel cancellations. I mean, it's not an airborne virus, so it's not going to go from passenger to passenger.
We kind of decided not to risk it.
Brooke Enhelder is 5 months pregnant and switched her baby moon from the Dominican Republic to Disney World.
It's an odd choice for a baby moon, but I think we'll have a good time.
Anna Daniels for CBS News, New York.
The World Health Organization will hold an emergency meeting Monday to decide if the virus should be declared an international health emergency. Make the most of your weekend and plan for one or more of these fun activities. THV 11's Denise Middleton is here with Blair Neal to talk about how you and your family can join in on all the fun.
Good morning, I'm Denise Middleton here with Blair O'Neill from Little Rock Family. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, of course.
She's here to tell us about a lot of fun activities taking place this weekend.
Yes, it's a big weekend. Surprisingly, it's going to be 60 degrees, the weather says.
Yes,
I hope that
nice.
Yes, I hope it's a beautiful day today. So the big thing that's going on this weekend at the Arkansas Arts Center Children's Theater, the 13 Clocks is their new production that opens.
Okay.
And it's going to be a really fun story. They're kind of comparing it to The Princess Bride. And with this witty sort of story, a prince has to save a princess in the story, but it's pretty fun and there are lots of twists and turns. He has to deliver 1,000 jewels to her uncle by the time the castle clocks strike 5 o'clock, but the clocks don't work. So it's kind of, they have to figure out how to make this happen. And then actually the kids can also go on their own little adventure in the Arts Center. There's a free scavenger hunt that they can pick up and it'll take them to different galleries and different artworks and they have to figure out the clues and at the end they get a prize.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
yeah, so that's a fun activity. And then also at the State House Convention Center there is the annual Soup Sunday, which is very tasty. It's philanthropic. You're going to be helping the Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families. All the proceeds go to that organization, and it's just a really family-friendly event as well. Which a lot of times these charity events aren't necessarily for kids, but this one is. There's going to be children's activities and all the tasty soup and food.
I love it.
Yes. And then also at the Ron Robinson Theater downtown, the library's theater, there's going to be a showing of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which is a classic film. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's a 1968 movie, but it stars Dick Van Dyke and, just this crazy adventure that they go on when they fix up this old car and it takes them to this magical land. It's just very cool. So if your kids haven't seen that, it's a great event to go to, and it's only $5 to go watch a movie. Yeah. And then also for the older kids, this is a free event and it's for teens, ages 14 and up, so the adults can actually get in on this as well. There's a Lego Skyline and Architecture Studio build.
Sounds cool.
Yes, this is at Barnes & Noble in West Little Rock. And these are kind of the adult Legos that you can play with, the architecture Legos, and they're going to actually help build the skyline to go in the windows at Barnes & Noble.
Nice.
So yeah, working together, kind of learn how to use these more adult, more advanced Lego kits. So that's kind of cool. And then our last event at the State House Convention Center, Discover the Dinosaurs. This is a big one. I'm hearing a lot about this event. Everybody's super excited. They have these huge animatronic dinosaurs that they're bringing to town.
Wow.
It's only for 3 days, so go make sure you get there this weekend. Again, kids can pick up a scavenger hunt and kind of track the dinosaurs through the exhibits. They're all going to be showcased in these prehistoric habitats that kind of help you live in that era, like what these dinosaurs, their surroundings looked like. And it's got lighting and sound, fog even, so they make it really kind of lifelike. So, keeping that in mind, if you've got a younger kid who might be afraid of those things, you just kind of have to
to keep that in mind, kid by kid. But it is very friendly for the younger kids. There's a dino dig, a coloring area, dinosaur rides, mini golf, inflatables. I don't know how they're fitting all of this in, but yeah, it should be a really fun event as well.
Wow, okay, plenty to choose from. Lots of fun, cool activities. All right, Blair, thank you so much. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
The Grammy Awards. THV 11 and Kissin' 96 FM want to send you there. Register now at THV11.com or our Facebook page for a chance to win a trip for two to the Grammy Awards in LA. The Grammy Awards live Monday, February 15th, only on THV 11. THV 11 this morning, the only place to get the full Super Bowl experience. Getting you ready to watch the big game. Join our Super Bowl conversation on social media. The Super Bowl experience next week on THV 11 this morning.
I was scared to go back to the dentist because I hadn't been in for a while. But they cut me some slack when they saw all this plaque and they didn't make fun of my smile. I don't have insurance, but they didn't mind, which I thought was a setup for robbing me blind. But I financed my teeth, this toothpaste was free, and the numbing stuff really worked wonders on me.
No insurance? With a free new patient exam and x-rays, plus extended financing available, dentistry's never been easier. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
Are you really going to keep dealing with that hunk of junk while you wait for your next tax refund? Central Auto Sales says stop waiting. With financing for everyone and 99-cent down payments, there's no reason to wait. All autos come with a free warranty, a free Carfax report, and a love it or leave it guarantee. View Central's huge selection of late model cars, trucks, and SUVs anytime online. So stop waiting on Uncle Sam and visit us today.
99 cents down, you can have a car. Central Auto Sales is where it all starts.
This car isn't really in my conference room, it's in this file. This file has the facts of how you were hurt in a car wreck. I know how to present this file to the insurance company to get you more money than they want to pay. And I'll work to get you that money without making you go to court. I'll make such a strong case of it that the insurance company will think the car is right here. Get more money. Get more. Quickly. It's the power of more. Injured? Call me, Attorney Peter Miller, the man with the smile.
Right when you feel a cold sore, Abreva can heal it in as few as 2.5 days when used at the first sign. Without it, the virus spreads from cell to cell. Only Abreva penetrates deep and starts to work immediately to block the virus and protect healthy cells. You could heal your cold sore fast as 2.5 days when used at the first sign. Learn how Abreva starts to work immediately at Abreva.com.
Don't tough it out. Knock it out fast.
With Abreva.
And welcome back to THV 11 on this Saturday morning. It is January the 30th, and outside on this Saturday morning, we have some very decent weather to talk about. A lot different than last weekend. Let's go ahead and take a look right now outside at one of our WeatherNet locations, looking down on downtown Little Rock, the River Market District. Very quiet this morning, but we do have those mostly clear skies above that, and temperatures not too cold either. It's currently 49 degrees right now out at the Little Rock Airport. Winds are very light out of the south at 5 miles an hour. The pressure is holding steady, and that dew point showing some dry air in place. We actually do have a little bit of a wind chill, though. It's factored in. It feels more like 47 degrees. As far as your hour-by-hour forecast goes, the rest of your Saturday looking great. Maybe if you wanted to get outside and let out a little bit of that cabin fever, today would be a great day for it. Tomorrow will be as well. The races, Oaklawn will be running today, and it will be a great day to head to Hot Springs to enjoy that. As far as highs go, we will see temperatures approach near 70 degrees this afternoon, probably top out closer to around 68. But temperatures should be in the mid-60s by around lunchtime. Around the state this morning, temperatures vary. We've got 52 in Batesville, 43 in Russellville, 50 there in Fayetteville, and 48 degrees in Stuttgart. So looks like it's going to be a nice weekend. Some changes, though, headed our way by the middle of next week. We'll talk about those in just a moment. Marlisa?
In your consumer headlines, Nissan is hoping the third time's a charm when it comes to fixing its recalled Altimas. The hoods can fly open while the cars are moving. The recall covers Altimas from 2013 to 2015. Nissan already recalled the cars, but says in some cases the fix didn't work. And music streaming service Spotify is taking on YouTube. Spotify is introducing video for its phone apps. The video clips will mostly come from existing shows. The rollout is set to start with the Android app. iOS should get it by the end of next week. And Barbie's got a new look. If you haven't already noticed, the doll beloved by millions for nearly 60 years is a billion-dollar industry. But the toy maker Mattel has announced a makeover for Barbie, reflecting changing times. They've added tall, petite, and curvy body types to a new line of more ethnically diverse Barbies. Take a look.
The times may have changed.
Barbie, you're beautiful.
But Barbie has changed little with the times. In recent years, the iconic Mattel dolls have remained on the shelves. Barbie sales have now declined 8 straight quarters. Mattel's Evelyn Mazzocco cites one possible reason.
We were hearing that, many thought that Barbie was out of touch.
That typically blonde-haired, blue-eyed doll with unrealistic proportions is getting a reality check. Mattel recently introduced 23 new dolls with different skin tones and hair colors. And today, 3 new body types: curvy, tall, and petite.
These are the carrots that feeds the horsey.
Mattel took the new Barbies for a test run with a group of 4- and 5-year-olds.
They don't look like Barbie.
They don't look like Barbie.
Some of them have brown skin and white skin.
But what they noticed most were the different shapes and sizes.
I'm glad because we all got to look like we got to pick our Barbies that look like us.
The next step for Mattel is getting parents to buy in.
We don't live in a world how Barbie used to look. We live in a world how Barbie is now. So I think it's a really good thing.
Barbie may be ageless, but to her creators, it was time for a long overdue makeover. Mireya Villarreal, CBS News, El Segundo, California.
Well, the company says it's been working on the transformation for the past 2 years.
They will be available in stores beginning on March the 1st.
We were just talking about, I took psychology classes in college, and I remember the big experiment that happened decades ago when they put, the different dolls in front of kids and
which ones they chose.
Yeah, that story reminded me of that experiment.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes for them. I don't know. I wasn't a big Barbie fan when I was
younger. I had all of them.
I had them, but baby dolls were my thing.
I loved those too. I had every type of doll imaginable. I did.
And those little Barbie shoes around the house?
Yeah, well, I can't find any of those now, and most of my Barbies' heads have been shaved off thanks to my younger brother.
That's when you put his G.I. Joes in the fireplace, like I did.
Oh, Meredith, you're so evil.
Well, there is plenty to do this weekend. Don't do that, okay? Don't put G.I. Joes in the fireplace.
You can fill your kids' closets with gently used clothing from the Duck Duck Goose Sale happening this weekend in Benton.
This popular consignment event has been helping Arkansas families stretch their clothing for more than 20 years.
The weekend sale runs through Sunday at 8 p.m. For the complete list of times, head over to our website, thv11.com.
Wait, oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, Mr. Postman.
Tonight, tribute band The Liverpool Legends will join forces with the Conway Symphony Orchestra to bring you the full Beatles experience.
The All You Need Is Love and Music show will be at the Reynolds Performance Hall in Conway at 7:30.
Tickets are available at the Reynolds box office or at uca.edu/tickets. And still to come this morning, faculty and staff in the Little Rock School District are learning a 3-point approach for an active shooter situation.
Plus, the deadline to register for a health care plan for 2016 is just 2 days away. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
THV11 closed captioning is sponsored by MNB.
MNB is proud to be serving Central Arkansas. No matter where you are in life, it's nice to know you have a partner when it comes to banking. Whether it's buying that first home, growing your business, or planning for retirement, we understand that everyone's challenges are different. At MNB, we can guarantee a great personal banking experience. Let us work to help you with your next life moment. Stop into one of our many locations and let us show you what community banking is really like. Visit us online at mnbbank.com.
Come on, honey, let me see that smile. Oh, let
with ingredients like roasted hazelnuts and cocoa. The delicious taste of Nutella takes pancakes to a whole new level. Make any day a pancake day with Nutella. Spread the happy.
The 2016 Toyota Camry, with its stylish exterior, advanced technology, and sporty handling.
I look fly, yeah, I look good. Put it on the neck, well, 50 on the stopwatch, staring at the
It'll make you look as good as it drives. Right now, get $1,500 customer cash, or qualified customers can drive a new 2016 Camry LE for only $189 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
At River City Recreation World, we carry the best brands in the country, and we've just added a new one. Proudly introducing Redwood Fifth Wheels, the only truly residential RV sold in Central Arkansas. Redwood has all the comfort of home in a spacious, luxurious fifth wheel. Motorhome buyers, River City Recreation World also has the state's largest selection of pre-owned motorhomes. River City Recreation World, just north of McCain Mall on Warden Road in Sherwood. Shop us 24/7 at rivercityrvs.com.
Now, from Arkansas's News and Information Center, this is THV 11 This Morning.
Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith alongside Meredith Mitchell, and today is Saturday, January the 30th.
Yes, and good morning to everyone. I can't believe that we were almost done with the month of January.
I know.
Feels like it just flew right by.
It sure did.
And you know, last weekend we were talking about ice and snow and a refreeze on the roadways.
And today we're talking about taking a run outside, hiking up Pinnacle.
I'm sure that all of those locations, the Big Dam Bridge, Pinnacle, Mountain, they will be packed full today and tomorrow as well. I think Oaklawn will see a big attendance today too. So let's get to your forecast for you this morning and tell you what's happening out there right now. Very quiet across downtown Little Rock. We've got mostly clear skies above, and looking at temperatures, not too bad to get this day started off. 49 degrees out at the Little Rock Airport. It's right now 35 in Arkadelphia, 43 over in Fort Smith, and 51 there in Pine Bluff. Looking at Live View Max, nothing really to show you on the radar this morning. Cloud cover off towards our west, and any major weather systems, we're kind of splitting the middle between that, and expecting pretty much some dry days ahead. Now things do change just a little bit as we head into later into Tuesday or Monday into Tuesday of next week. Now this does show on our future radar picture a little bit of precipitation showing up for Sunday. So there could be some light showers across parts of the state. I'm not saying rule out any plans for Sunday, but there is the possibility for maybe a light shower. This puts us into tonight, some increasing cloudiness, and then as we head into your Sunday morning, showing a little bit of moisture returning to parts of East Arkansas by Sunday morning. Something to consider. Certainly a little bit more cloud cover on Sunday, but still those warm temperatures will be sticking with us. We'll tell you about those changes to the forecast coming up in just a moment, but now Marlisa will send things to you for a check of those headlines.
Police are looking for a second suspect in connection with a homicide happening on Warren Drive. Little Rock police believe Nautica Finney was involved in the shooting death of Farron Whitley. Officers found Whitley shot to death in a car last month. On Thursday, detectives charged Brandon Nevels with capital murder in the case. Nevels was already in jail for other charges, and Finney will also be charged with capital murder. Well, 15 people are waking up behind bars this morning after a Monroe County drug bust. This all comes after an 18-month-long investigation. Multiple agencies made the arrest yesterday. They found several drugs and what they believe to be stolen property, including guns and a TV and an ATV. All but one suspect are from Brinkley or Clarendon. The other is from Blackton, and they're facing felony charges that stem from undercover sales of illegal drugs. And a prosecutor says he's seeking the death penalty against a man accused of kidnapping and killing a 90-year-old woman. Richard Tarver faces several charges in the death of Levita Counts. In July of last year, search crews found her body in a cornfield near the town of Bay. Police arrested Tarver 4 days later. Tarver has pleaded not guilty. If convicted, he could be sentenced to death or life without parole. Keeping your kids safe and being prepared for the worst. It was the goal of new training at the Little Rock School District. On Friday, teachers and staff learned what to do in the event of an active shooter situation. THV 11's Meredith Mitchell shows us how they learned to avoid, deny, and defend.
The years of locking down a building when there is a threat inside are over.
Before, they were told to stay put, stay where they are. And we've learned that that doesn't work.
Ron Self is the Director of Safety and Security for the Little Rock School District. He says Little Rock teachers and administrators are learning a different approach to the lockdown.
They're not just there and told to do this one exact thing. We're giving them now options. We're giving them ways to keep these kids safe.
Friday, close to 250 elementary school teachers packed an auditorium at Parkview High School to learn this new method.
In case an active shooter is on our building, they know exactly what to do with our students to keep them calm, to keep themselves calm, and to stay out of danger. Kalisha Robinson is the vice principal for Mapleville Elementary. She says the training leaves her better prepared. If avoid and deny is not there, if we can't do all those things, then yes, definitely be able to defend themselves. And they're actually giving us some techniques and tactics to be able to do that.
Whether it's evacuate, barricade a door, or even if an intruder enters, to fight that intruder.
Self says no longer do civilians need to be left as sitting ducks.
If that intruder comes in and a gunman comes in, don't just sit there. Let's fight.
In Little Rock, Meredith Mitchell, THV 11 News.
Officers with the Little Rock SWAT and Little Rock firefighters taught the training. Eventually, all Little Rock teachers will get that training. In your health news headlines, Arkansas health officials reporting 3 flu-related deaths in the state. The reports are from October 2015 until now. Flu season peaks December through March, and nationally 25 to 50,000 people die from the flu virus each year. Over 70 deaths reported in Arkansas last year. It's never too late to get your flu vaccine if you haven't already. And remember, it takes 2 weeks to develop immunity after getting your shot. Well, tomorrow is the last day of open registration for health care registration. If you don't enroll in a 2016 health insurance plan by Sunday, January 31st, you can't enroll in a health insurance plan this year unless you qualify for special enrollment period. Special enrollment is for certain life events, including changes in family status, like losing a job or having a baby. And THV 11 heard from an Arkansan who believes he contracted the virus while traveling. At last check, 31 people have been diagnosed with the virus in the U.S. This is the first person claiming to have been treated in the natural state, sharing his symptoms and wanting to calm any fears.
Mine started with headaches. It started with headaches, and then
front of my hands to my arms were red with rash.
2 siblings, same infection, different times.
It's basically like you have hives, but it's just noticeable and it's not going to go away. It'll last 3 or 4 days and then it's gone.
While in Guatemala visiting family for the holidays, Jessica Garcia says she was infected and treated for the Zika virus. Her 17-year-old brother, however, started showing symptoms shortly before returning to the States.
There was an ambulance waiting for him at the terminal.
I mean, I knew what it was, but you don't expect to get something like that when you go on a trip, like on a vacation.
Tested for a variety of illnesses, Garcia shows us the documentation of her brother's treatment while at Children's Hospital here in Little Rock.
The chikungunya came out negative, but the dengue fever was positive, and the Zika was positive.
With outbreaks being reported in at least 20 countries, health officials warn it's only a matter of time before it starts to spread across the U.S.
People don't need to be worried, but they need to be aware.
The number of Americans infected with Zika virus is growing. Scientists say the virus is spreading at an explosive rate in Central and South America, but it is not likely to spread as widely here as in places like Brazil, which host the Summer Olympics in this coming August. So far, there's no evidence any of the Americans were affected while in the U.S. GOP presidential candidates back on the campaign trail after Thursday night's debate. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie was one of the first candidates back out on the campaign trail Friday morning following last night's Trumpless debate Republican frontrunner Donald Trump bowed out due to his ongoing feud with Fox News host and debate moderator Megyn Kelly. But Trump held his own event. The Trump campaign says they raised nearly $6 million for veterans at Trump's alternate event that night. And still to come on THV Saturday morning, if you want a successful veggie garden this spring, you want to listen up.
Chris H. Olsen will share some of his tips with you in just a moment.
Plus, escape room games can be weird, but also fun. Coming up, we'll get a sneak peek of one right here in Little Rock.
The new year brings with it the new face of strong. The redesigned Chevy Silverado at Landers Chevrolet. With up to $8,000 off, it's time to take a step above the rest. Discover a better way to buy at Landers Chevrolet. You just can't beat a Landers deal in Benton.
This is what an 18-wheeler looks like from the driver's seat of your car. Very intimidating. If you get in a wreck with one of those, their big company lawyers are going to make things very complicated. There are special regulations and unique insurance issues. We work hard to get you more than the trucking company wants to pay, and we win, or it's free. Injured in a wreck with a big truck? It's not complicated. Get the power of more. I'm attorney Peter Miller, the man with the smile.
It feels good to be part of Arkansas's #1 Kia team, Crane Kia. And at Crane Kia in North Little Rock and Conway, it feels good to get a great deal. Like buying with 0 down, 0% financing, and sales tax paid. Plus, get new 2015 Optima starting at just $18,995. Or 2016 Kia Souls, 0 down and $199 a month. Shop Crane Kia in North Little Rock and Conway. And shopcraneteam.com.
This is Violet. She's been waiting for this moment for a while. A moment other kids wouldn't think twice about. Her first bowl of Cheerios. Because now that Cheerios are gluten-free, Violet and many others are enjoying their first bowl today.
At FFO Home, our huge selection of comfortable recliners are priced to save. Wall huggers, power recline models in durable fabrics, leather, big man styles too. Take it home today at FFO Home.
The new year brings with it the new face of strong. The redesigned Chevy Silverado at Landers Chevrolet. With up to $8,000 off, it's time to take a step above the rest. Discover a better way to buy at Landers Chevrolet. You just can't beat a Landers deal in Benton.
You know what I love about these segments is sometimes I can enjoy others' work just like I'm doing here. This is the most awesome veggie and herb garden I have seen. Now your yard doesn't have to be this big or this elaborate, but the principles are still the same. If you want a successful veggie garden, I have found raised beds really work. Now this yard was all constructed from treated timber. Now you want to make sure your treated timbers don't have certain toxins which can be absorbed by your plants, so watch out for that. And then of course they painted the outside to help preserve it with a nice redwood color. Now all the different plants are growing. They have peppers, they even just planted their winter cabbages and that type of thing. So throughout the whole 4 seasons they have something growing in this garden. What's so impressive is over here, this okra patch. Look at the size of this okra. It's like little ornamental trees. And of course, you gotta have an herb section. A lot of these herbs are winter hardy, such as your rosemary, a lot of the oreganos, and your parsley. So even during the winter time, you can still go out to your yard and harvest your own produce. What's great about this area, it's low maintenance because it's all on a drip water system. So you don't even have to come out here with a hose if you don't want. You can go on vacation, turn your timer on, and you are done. So if you're looking for a great veggie garden, remember, do raised beds. This is today's home, and I'm Chris H. Olsen.
All right, thank you so much, Chris. And let's get a check of your forecast for you on this Saturday morning. We are looking at a fairly decent weekend ahead of us. Saw a taste of it yesterday, and today we're even going to get warmer. I love this shot because it shows the sun rising in the reflection there of the Stevens building. So it is already turning out to be a beautiful day across downtown Little Rock. Things are very quiet there in the River Market right now, but I bet a lot of folks will be taking advantage of many of the pedestrian bridges, Pinnacle Mountain, Oaklawn today, because it would be the perfect opportunity to get out there and enjoy some of those activities. Taking a look at your hour-by-hour forecast for you, we're going to get up into the upper 60s by later on this afternoon. Some places across southern Arkansas could hit 70 degrees, and temperatures will already hit into the mid-60s by about noon today. Tonight, we'll look for temperatures to remain mild, but also a little bit of cloud cover will begin to move in. Right now, 52 in Harrison. It's 43 there in Russellville, 32 in Clinton, and 51 in Pine Bluff. So we have kind of a very random group of numbers there, but still, it is a mild January day ahead of us. Live View Max showing not a whole lot happening across the Mid-South. Finally getting a little break after what we experienced last Friday and last weekend. So things are drying out, and also we are going to see those warmer temperatures as well. I think a lot of folks who have had a little bit of cabin fever are looking forward to that. Now tonight, I mentioned a little bit of cloud cover increasing. That will happen as we head towards this evening, and then tomorrow morning we should see some clouds on your Sunday to get started, and maybe even a few rain showers around the state by the end of the weekend. That's a look at your weather forecast. Marlisa will send things to you.
In your consumer headlines, the government will soon vote on whether to let you buy and use cable boxes from companies other than your own cable provider. The FCC says it would help bring down costs. The average household pays $231 a year to rent setup boxes. Unlocking the market could also help companies like Apple, Amazon, and Roku deliver cable. Well, you may see fewer cheerleaders on the field next time you watch the New York Jets. The Jets have agreed to pay $324,000 to settle a class action lawsuit filed by the team's cheerleaders over wages. 52 women said they weren't paid for practices and work off the field and were forced to pay for their own makeup and hair care. Each woman will get between $2,500 and $6,000 each. The team denied the claims but said it agreed to settle to avoid the expense and distraction of litigation. Well, Facebook stock is surging. The company says it made nearly $6 billion in the last quarter. That's 52% more than the year before. It's mostly because the social media network figured out how to make money on mobile ads. The company says nearly 1 billion people now check Facebook on their smartphone every single day. And it's the car that traveled through time Back to the Future. Now DeLorean Motors plans to make about 300 replicas of the stainless steel iconic sports car. They haven't been produced since 1982. But the new DeLorean will cost about $100,000 and will be on sale sometime next year. Now let's send things over to Lance Turner with a look at your top local business headlines. Lance?
Good Saturday morning. Here's a quick review of your Arkansas business headlines for the week. It was a week that H. Dennis Smiley Jr., the former president of Arvest Bank's Benton County Market, was sentenced to federal prison. Smiley, who reached a plea deal with federal prosecutors in August, got 97 months in prison on Thursday, followed by 2 years of supervised release. He'll also have to pay $4.9 million in restitution. Smiley, 52, defrauded 23 Arkansas banks out of $5.3 million through a combination of forged signatures and fraudulent collateral. The scheme dates back to at least 2009. In court, Smiley took full responsibility for the fraud and said he had taken advantage of colleagues who trusted him. He has until March 14th to report to prison. Also this week, early designs for a $160 million renovation at Razorback Stadium in Fayetteville got the okay from the University of Arkansas's Board of Trustees. The project would rework the north end zone of the football venue, adding new suites, open-air luxury seating, and standing room-only ticket sections. In all, the renovation would add 3,000 seats to the stadium, bringing total capacity to 75,000. The UA Board approved the plan Wednesday during a meeting here in Little Rock. Looking at the job sector, Arkansas's unemployment rate fell back below the 5% mark for the first time since June 2001. The State Department of Workforce Services reported Tuesday that the unemployment rate fell from 5% in November to 4.8% in December. At the same time, the U.S. jobless rate was unchanged at 5%. State officials said the jobless rate in Arkansas has declined now for 7 consecutive months. Since November 2014, employment in educational and health services increased by 7,000 jobs, and the professional and business services sector added 6,400 jobs. Looking to entertainment, a new movie theater experience is coming to Arkansas, specifically the new Gateway Town Center in Little Rock. Developers said Wednesday that Movie Tavern, a dine-in movie theater chain, is planning a new theater at the shopping center that could open in 2017. Colliers International Arkansas is brokering the deal, which hasn't officially closed yet, but the company said that assuming plans continue to run smoothly, the cinema could begin construction this year. Movie Tavern, of course, combines first-run movies with a dining menu and a full bar. The 46,000 square foot Little Rock Theater would have 11 screens. And finally, some good economic development news in Crittenden County. The EPA announced Thursday that it plans to approve a state request to designate the county as having met federal ozone standards. The county is part of the tri-state Memphis metro area. Its difficulty reaching air quality and ozone standards have been an obstacle to recruiting new businesses to the region. Michael Dempster, the director of the Economic Development Council for the city of Marion, said the announcement was good news for the county. The EPA's proposal to redesignate Crittenden County will be up for public comment for 30 days. With a look at your Arkansas business news, I'm Lance Turner.
Real-life escape room games are a type of physical and mental adventure. People are locked into a room with other participants and have to use elements and clues to solve the puzzle to get out. And here with us to break down all of this is Deanna Fleming, who now has the Mystery Mansion.
Yes, we have the Mystery Mansion in downtown Little Rock. So if you're looking for something to do, it's a great place to come. We can book on the website. But I want to explain a little bit about what an escape room is.
Let's talk about this.
A lot of people, because it's a new concept, they've been in Northwest Arkansas, but Central Arkansas hasn't seen it. So it's just about using your mind for a game. And it's not really a kid's game, even though teenagers enjoy it just the same. But it's a fun team building, adult game, birthday party, whatever you want to come out and do with friends and even strangers. I mean, you come in, you can book 2 people, 4 more might come, and they just have the best time. We've had the best groups come through.
And they're given 60 minutes, right?
60 minutes to get out of the room. And ours is a beat the clock game. And because we're in historic downtown Little Rock, we try to do something a little more in line with the house and the historic structure. So I asked Meredith earlier to count money that I had. And so she counted this, and I just used Monopoly money today. And she counted it, and so how much did you get? Do you remember?
4,817?
Yes, 4,817. So what we did is we programmed a lock with that number on it. So this might be something you might encounter in any escape room. And so you just put it in and the lock comes open and you get in the box and you get to your next clue. So it's just a lot of fun. I mean, you really have to use your mind.
And then this is an example of the clue boxes, right?
Right. So you might have a box with a lock, and in the box, once you get in the lock, is maybe a clue. So today I put a number 10 playing card. So your first number, since this is box number 1, I would assume that my first numbers would be a 10. So then you go to your next box, and in it, I've got a 7. So I would think, okay, so now I'm at 10, 7.
Yeah.
And then you go to your next one, and it is, I can't remember what's in it. Sorry. It's a 2. So then you're
7, 2.
Yeah, so then you'd be 10, 7, 2.
Okay.
And so that might get you into your next box. The main thing is this is very simplified of what all escape rooms are. They all have different themes. They're so much fun. And if you like this kind of gaming and entertainment, this is the new thing to do.
And maybe meet some new people, social interaction. Real quickly, let's tell everyone where you're located and where you can make those reservations.
Okay, we're at 2122 South Broadway. We book by reservation only. Our website is mysterymansionescape.com.
And you do this on Friday and Saturdays?
We do it on Friday and Saturday to the public, but we'll take a group anytime they want. A group of 8 or more, bring it on.
And you had a group actually solve it last night.
We did have a group that beat it. They were systematic, they were great, they worked through it. There were some computer programmers, some accounting people. It was all good.
Those are the people you want to take with you.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, thank you so much, Deanna. We're actually going to be checking with you here in just a little bit to talk more about the Mystery Mansion, but for now, we'll send things to a break.
Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics, the state's only master distributor of Muncie Power products. We have the largest inventory for all your heavy-duty steering and hydraulic needs. At Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics, let our 75 years experience work for you.
Hey, you been sales shopping, Jerry?
Yeah, starting the year off right. Saved hundreds. How about you?
Yeah, getting a fresh start myself. I saved thousands.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You're into that kind of thing.
Celebrate the new year with the new GMC and get the best of the remaining 2015s.
Get over $8,200 below MSRP on select specially equipped Sierra SLT Crew Cab 1500 models in stock. See your Arkansas Select Buick GMC dealer.
At Ashley Home Store, it's the final week of the New Year's Savings Bash. Last chance to ring in 2016 with store-wide savings or no interest for up to 60 months. Save big on a new bed, like this king or queen, your choice, only $4.99. Take it easy on a new sofa or sectional, like this leather sofa, only $9.99. And this two-piece sectional now just $12.99. Last chance for store-wide savings or up to 60 months, no interest. Hurry in for the final week of the New Year's Savings Bash at Ashley Home Store in Bryant.
Pepper discovers a wholesome breakfast with Jimmy Dean Delights, made with real egg whites, lean-cut meats, and whole grains. An excellent source of protein, it's a delicious way to fuel up on energy, to help power through her morning run, which motivates these bikers to pedal faster, and inspires Ted to land that frontside ollie, which delights everyone, including Pepper's twins. With Jimmy Dean Delights, good mornings lead to great days. Shine on.
At Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics, it's our job to keep your equipment on the job.
So if your equipment pumps, dumps, sucks, or blows, come see the pros. Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics.
Boy, has it been cold here in Arkansas, but our temperatures do not compare to Minnesota.
Minnesotans fish on the ice and tailgate when it's 10 below. But one man is taking Minnesota hardiness to a new level. Boyd Hubert explains.
Bitter cold and dangerous wind chills today.
When Minnesota drives us to the brink.
High of maybe 3 degrees above zero.
Our cars become our cocoons.
Hey.
Which is why, on a day like this, all eyes are on Rich Silva.
Is it unrequested blizzard right now?
Rich drives his '94 Chevrolet Cavalier, top down.
I consider myself a Minnesotan.
Year round.
So I man up, you know, when it's cold out, you just man up.
For years, folks in Sherburne County have been spotting Rich. A glance over there, behind that white van, a Jeep and a man with a camera.
You get starved for attention, you know, you get so used to it. People ask, like, what do you wear when you drive, you know, when it's 20 below out? I'm like, I wear Chanel No. 5.
Getting a sense for the kind of character we're dealing with? Not just for show, but every day.
Hi.
Rain or cold behind.
And my friend gave me a snowman. Known these guys for like about 5 years now, going on 6, 7.
But that's nothing compared to what we noticed a few months back when Rich's blue '94 Cavalier suddenly wasn't. Confused? So were we.
Well, you live here, might as well live it up.
Which brings us to Rich's definition of living it up.
So this is like my shop, kind of.
3 '94 convertible Cavaliers.
Then this came along.
Including the one given to him by his brother-in-law before he grabbed a saw.
No, I just can't do tops.
And went machete on a Chevy.
It's just, you know, me and nature. I don't, you know, all I want to do is be outside.
Like Jack Frost and the Abominable Snowman, Rich Silva is the kind of creature who just seems to emerge out of harsh climates.
To be the coolest guy in town, you literally have to be the coolest guy in town.
When it comes to the cold, Rich has a cavalier attitude.
I'm in paradise. I'm winter paradise.
Boyd Hubert, KARE 11 News, Zimmerman.
You know what? Rich can have that.
And that ski jacket.
You like that fashionable jacket he had on?
I think it's from maybe '85.
And you know what? It never goes out of style.
No, and I bet it keeps him warm.
Love that story. Well, one Houston, Texas restaurant is offering an oil barrel bargain to reflect the cost of crude.
OC's is offering 3 courses every Wednesday night at the lowest going rate for a barrel of oil from that week.
For example, last week's special was soup or salad, prime rib or snapper for the entree, and the choice of 2 desserts, all for just 29 bucks. Well, if you're trying to plan a romantic dinner for Valentine's Day, this story, my friends, is for you.
Look no further than your local Waffle House. For the 9th year, Waffle House is offering a candlelit meal for those who want to take their significant others out for a romantic meal on the cheap.
Restaurants are now taking reservations for the February 14th event. The theme this year is It's a Waffle House Love Story.
Hey,
Josh, here's an idea for you.
I'm down. I'm okay with it.
Are you really?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Candlelit meal for Meredith
We'll have
Mitchell.
our own Waffle House love story.
Well, here's a look at what's coming up next.
Pantone has announced the 2016 colors of the year, and we've been granted not one, but two. Coming up, we'll tell you how you can incorporate these styles into your wardrobe.
Plus, the Super Bowl countdown is on, and we only have 8 more days left. We'll have those stories and more, plus a look at your top national and local stories of the day. That's all coming up in the second hour of THV 11 this morning, Saturday, and it starts right now.
Now, from Arkansas's News and Information Center, this is THV 11 This Morning.
Good Saturday morning to you. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith.
The weather clicker.
Alongside Meredith Mitchell here. Today's January the 30th.
It is. And we addressed this at the 6 o'clock hour, but we should probably go ahead. People are maybe wondering.
Yes, if you're just joining us and have missed Meredith all week.
Beautiful fashion statement
this
is that I'm making.
contraption here.
I did have a little accident last Saturday. Broke my hand coming down our stairs. They're hardwood floors, and I never wear socks on our hardwood floors. I always have on my Ugg slippers or shoes, but I was coming down with laundry, my purse,
everything.
The whole kit and caboodle, and me and all of that ended up at the bottom of the stairs. And so it appears that I just kind of karate chopped the stairwell as I fell. There are other bruises that came with that.
I'm glad it's only a broken hand.
Yes, but it's a fractured metacarpal.
Okay.
Yes. It's a little bit above where boxers get a fracture if they hit the wrong way.
Now Meredith thinks she's a boxer.
I was going to say, so I'd like to tell you that maybe, lights out for somebody, but that didn't happen.
She can pretend. It's nice to pretend.
That's right.
So one thing we don't have to pretend about this weekend is nice weather.
Yeah, no kidding. Last weekend, of course, we were talking about all of the snow and the ice and the refreeze. This weekend, we're talking about some beautiful weather, not January-like at all. Let's go ahead and take a look right now at what we're looking at Little Rock Airport temperature-wise. 49 degrees. That's not too bad to get your day started. Those winds will be out of the south today. You'll notice that picking up as the day goes on. Right now out of the southwest at around 10 miles an hour. So it's making it feel closer to around 45 outside this morning. Temperatures this afternoon into the upper 60s. So we'll get warmer than we were yesterday. Sunshine expected, and by noon looking at mid 60s across much of the state. I bet there's going to be a lot of folks headed over to Oaklawn today to enjoy this nice weather or anything else that involves the outdoors.
Yeah.
Marlisa?
Still no decision on charges in the Garland County hot car death, but the special prosecutor said he'd have one by Friday. THV 11's Mariel Mose has been following this story for months and has more on why this decision is taking so long.
6 months since this crime scene. 18-month-old Thomas Naramore died after being left in the back seat of this car. His father, Garland County Judge Wade Naramore. 6 months. And still no charges filed.
The scrutiny is there, and we understand that, and that's why we want to be very careful and make the right decision.
Special Prosecutor Scott Ellington promised to have a decision on whether or not to file charges by the end of the week. He delayed it, deciding some evidence needs more review.
We just ran across some things that caused us some concern that we wanted to double check.
Looking at the big picture, going back to 1998, 16 kids have died in hot cars in Arkansas. Of 9 total incidents, in 6 of them the driver was convicted. Most of them convicted for negligent homicide. Ellington not using these convictions as precedent.
We are looking at the facts of this case and not trying to measuring it against any other case. We handle cases case by case individually.
Ellington says there are several reasons this has been so prolonged, but he can't go into detail until a decision to file charges or not is actually made.
You know, you can interview me about what took so long and why did it take so long, I think at that point you'll go, oh, okay, I understand now.
Marielle Mose, THV 11 News.
Ellington said he learned not to put a deadline on this decision anymore, so the waiting game continues, and we have no indication on when a decision will be made. Police are looking for a second suspect in connection with a homicide happening on Warren Drive. Little Rock police believe Nautica Finney was involved in the shooting death of Farron Whitley. Officers found Whitley shot to death in a car last month. On Thursday, detectives charged Brandon Nevels with capital murder in the case. Nevels was already in jail for other charges. Finney will also be charged with capital murder. Making national headlines this morning, one of the 3 prisoners who escaped from a Southern County jail last week has turned himself in. 43-year-old Bok Duong approached a civilian yesterday around noon saying he wanted to turn himself in. The other escaped inmates, Hossein Nairland and Jonathan Tiu, are still at large. Officials believe Nairi is the possible mastermind. He had help from a woman who was teaching him English in prison. Investigators say the two may have developed a close relationship and frequently exchanged letters. Michigan leaders approved $28 million in funding to fix Flint's water contamination. The bill
from Flint residents
water and filters and monitoring children for developmental delays. Also will help the city pay water bills and cover testing of its water system. Lead contaminated Flint's water when a state-appointed official switched the water supply back in 2014. And preschool students in Wheeling, West Virginia wanted to help Flint, Michigan's children through their water crisis. The students at Socorro Montessori Preschool started a campaign for 100 cases of water. Area residents brought thousands of bottles. All in all, 5,000 cases of water filling 3 tractor trailers. Those tractor trailers should arrive sometime this morning or afternoon in Michigan. Well, with a gorgeous weekend upon us, this makes for another busy weekend on Highway 70. Changes are on the way to make that dangerous road safer, but it will come with a price. THV 11's Rolly Hoyt tells us how soon the travel headaches will arrive.
That road needs to be widened. There's so much traffic going on, especially in the weekends.
If you could make it where it was like straighter and not so curvy, I think there'd be a lot less problems.
Drivers will soon get their wish. The Highway Department announced last night at a public meeting in Hot Springs that the 2 projects that would make the road 2 lanes in both directions will now be one big project. We have been tracking the dangers on the 20-mile stretch. There have been 12 deaths in the last 14 months. The state has been tracking the trouble as well. Officials got a sense of it at last night's meeting.
We've talked about widening this highway for a very long time, and now that it's finally coming to fruition, they're interested in the details, and they were looking for those last night.
And now the reality sets in for some drivers. The road is getting safer, but it also means police have stepped up enforcement, and that's surprised some. It also means construction delays are not far behind.
I thought it was 65, and the officer pulled me over and he said, "Do you know how fast you were going?" I said, "I think I was doing about 65. And he said, "Speed limit's 55.
I have seen considerable more state troopers having someone pulled over.
With the racing season underway, count on that enforcement continuing. Arkansas State Police announced on Facebook that over opening weekend, 2 troops teamed up with Hot Springs Police and Garland County deputies to write 156 citations. 40 were for speeding, and they said they took 11 impaired drivers off the highway. And then the construction arrives in less than a year.
Our anticipation is to let this project in December of this year. That means we would probably see boots on the ground sometime in January of 2017.
In Hot Springs, Rolly Hoyt, THV 11 News.
The money to pay for the combined projects is already in place. The half-cent sales tax passed in 2011 is a major source of most of that funding. Well, still ahead on THV Saturday morning, AT&T is offering their best offer yet for wireless and TV customers.
And how do you turn off Wi-Fi assist on your iPhone?
Plus, it's your mission to get out. Escape room games are popping up across the state, and we are giving away 2 free tickets when we come back.
And I'll have a look at that forecast for you. All things outdoors. We'll tell you just how warm it's going to get on this last weekend of January.
It's the 2016 Auto Show event at Landers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. A new lineup is here to ring in the new year. Save up to $7,000 on the all-new 2016 Jeep Cherokee Latitude. These are show-stopping deals you can't afford to miss, because nobody beats a Landers deal in Benton.
At Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Insured, we found the winning recipe. Treat your customer right, provide the best deal possible, and never stop working for your customer. You're not just another sale to us, you're the newest member of the Fletcher family. When all the other dealers say no, Fletcher says yes. With up to 31 miles per gallon, the Dodge Charger will exceed every expectations you ever had in a car. And only Fletcher is offering you up to $5,000 off. Huge discounts, financing for all types of credit, plus Fletcher Trade Assistance Cash. Drive your new vehicle home from Fletcher today.
We're saying hello to 2016 with great offers on the last of our 2015s. During Nissan's 2016 event, choose from 7 models with 0% financing for up to 60 months, plus up to $5,000 cash back. Or save up to $3,000 on Altima. But hurry, the excitement may last, but 0% on the 2015s won't. Offers end February 1st. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Innovation that excites.
You've upgraded all your old technology, so what about this? It's time to get into the new with Ford. New shows you the world around you. New is best-in-class standard horsepower and torque. New is tougher, stronger, and lighter. New is Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck 39 years straight. Get up to $7,050 in total savings, plus up to an additional $1,950 on F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
What, honey?
You didn't call Northside Power, did you?
Hi, this is Greg Nally with Northside Power. We're #1 for a reason. Experience isn't always obvious. Give us a call when it's time to have your generator installed or serviced.
Call Northside Power today, your leading Central Arkansas Cummins dealer.
It's the 2016 Auto Show event at Landers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. A new lineup is here to ring in the new year. Save up to $7,000 on the all-new 2016 Jeep Cherokee Latitude. These are show-stopping deals you can't afford to miss, because nobody beats a Landers deal in Benton.
Back, a new form of themed entertainment is popping up across the country and now in Arkansas. It involves players willingly getting trapped in a room, then trying to escape. Now that almost sounds crazy to a lot of people.
It does almost sound crazy, but it's an incredible form of entertainment. It's a thinking game, and so for people who like to use their minds instead of waste them away on their couch, this is for you.
And back again with us to break everything down is Deanna Fleming. Thank you for waking up with us this morning.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, so you and Meredith were going over these boxes earlier, and for people like myself, I feel like I'm too literal when it comes to things.
Actually, our room is very literal, and a lot of them are. I mean, they're kind of in-your-face clues, and it's just about simplifying your mind down to solve them, be systematic, working with a team. It's a great team building exercise. We're having a lot of corporations bring their groups in during the week because I'm a caterer. I have a food connection. So we're getting food and they're coming in and having meetings and then doing the escape room. And then we go over at the end of it to show people, you know, maybe what they missed or what they could have done better. And they're just having a great time.
Really?
So, I mean, it's pretty simple. So this is just a very simple example of what we're doing. I've just got dominoes in my hand. And then we have them marked 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so if I walked in an escape room and I saw something like this, I would say, oh, this is number 1, so my first number would be a 6. This is number 2, so my next number would be a 1. This one's number 3, so this would be an 8. And this is number 4, so this would be a 4. So my code to my lock that I would put in might be that.
6, 1, 8,
so
4.
it's really, it's not that hard. It's just about releasing your mind from your daily job and your work and everything, just letting your mind relax, come in with friends. Most of the rooms will hold 10 to 12. Ours, our target is 10. Sometimes we have groups that want 12. We've had them 2s come in, 4s, 6s. Last night we had a group of 4 people that knew each other and then 2 more couples of 2s. They did a great job, worked together, so much fun, made new friends.
Yeah. And how do all those teams end up working together? Is it competition, or is
no,
it? No,
they're all on it together.
Nice.
So they have to communicate, and we give them a little briefing that tells them that. So that you're not going into this blind. We're going to give you a little instruction. We're going to show you how the locks work, and we're going to let you have some fun.
Nice.
You get a few hints as well, but if you want to get a hold of us, it's mysterymansionescape.com, and we've got tickets to give away.
Yes, we do, and we want you all to give us a call. We want to hear from the 11th caller. You will receive free tickets to the escape rooms, and that number is at the bottom of your screen right there, 888-848-6397. Again, we're looking for the 11th caller for your free tickets. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
All right, we'll send things over to Meredith for a check of the weather.
And those phones are starting to ring. As far as your forecast goes today, a gorgeous Saturday expected across the natural state. We are looking at some spring-like temperatures and already starting out there this morning. 49 degrees at the Little Rock Airport. Feels like it's 45 when you factor in that southwesterly wind at 10 miles an hour. It will be a little breezy today as those southerly winds continue to usher in the warmer air. Your hour-by-hour forecast, mid-60s by lunchtime, and then we'll top out in the upper 60s as we head into the afternoon with plenty of sunshine to go around. A lot different from what we were experiencing this time last week. So take advantage of it for this last weekend of January. And temperatures around the state look like this currently. 48 degrees there in Mountain Home. We are looking at 43 in Russellville. Currently, it's 51 in Hot Springs, which I bet will be a very popular spot later on today as folks head over to Oaklawn for the races. A beautiful day to get out there and enjoy that as well. As far as Live View Max goes, nothing really to show you here on the radar picture this morning. Things are very quiet across the Mid-South for once, and we will see a little bit of cloud cover though increase tonight as we head into the overnight hours, and that will probably stick with us through parts of Sunday, and even a chance maybe of a spotty shower on Sunday as well across parts of eastern Arkansas, mainly as we're seeing this showing up here on some of the model data. So that will be the beginning of some chances for rain as we head towards the end of the weekend, and then that will continue to stick with us as we head into Monday. Look for a chance of thunderstorms mainly in the evening hours, but a strong storm system is going to push through here as we head into Monday night and into parts of Tuesday. Something to definitely keep an eye on. Right now it looks like that it will have some very strong dynamics, but we'll have to see if things materialize where we may have a severe weather situation. But temperatures will drop off dramatically after that and cooler as we head towards the end of the week. Marlisa?
Katner and the rest of Jefferson Airplane rocketed to success in the 1960s with hits like Somebody to Love and White Rabbit. However, Katner died at a San Francisco hospital on Thursday after becoming ill earlier in the week. He was 74 years old. And meet this year's Hasty Pudding Woman of the Year, Kerry Washington. Harvard University's Hasty Pudding Theatricals says they picked Washington because she is the first black woman to headline a drama on network TV since 1974. She's best known for playing a crisis management specialist on the TV show Scandal. Every year, Pantone picks a particular color of the year, but what does this mean for fashion, home decor, and lifestyle? THV 11's Krista Somerville joins us with more.
For the first time ever, Pantone has announced two colors for the 2016 Colors of the Year. They are Rose Quartz and Serenity. Joining us with a fashion breakdown is Alicia Easley from the Park Plaza Mall. Thank you, Alicia, for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you. Alrighty, let's talk about this first look down here closer to you.
Yes, now this is actually Rose Quartz, which is a very light, very soft pink that was chosen for this season. This color, it can really be very soft, very almost, I think, kind of like a baby blankets and such with this color. But we like to pair it with gray like we did here with this look from Banana Republic because it kind of toughens it up a little bit when it's paired with the darker grays and blacks. So it's not so sweet and so soft and kind of gives it a little bit more of an edge than it would if you paired it with a lighter color. So we really like it paired down with a little bit heavier, darker color.
Nice. Now, is gray the only option to pair the rose quartz?
Oh, definitely not. And we have a second look here that we've paired it with last year's color of the year, which was Marsala.
Okay.
So they actually work really well together. But really, any shades of navy, olives, just any of those really dark, bold colors work really well with this light pink color.
Alrighty, and now for some who don't understand Pantone, can you explain how they come up and create these colors of the year?
Yes, every year they scour the entire globe and they look for cultural trends, just kind of the overall emotions of people and what they really expect to see for the upcoming season. The last few years, it's been very deep, dark colors, like with this Marsala. This is the first time in a long time that we've really seen pastels. So it's really, you know, kind of invoking a change in maybe culture that we're seeing softer, happier, lighter feelings. It's kind of where they come out with this. So these are really the colors they expect to see in everything. Runways, entertainment, magazine ads, fashions, everywhere.
So far, has the take been positive or negative?
So far, I think it's been positive. The stores are filled with it, but it works really well because these are spring colors.
Right.
So we'll have to work a little bit harder for fall to kind of, you know,
incorporate.
Yeah, but right now for spring, these are perfect. We love them.
Talking about fall, I think this pairing will go well for fall.
Definitely.
So let's talk about this one.
Yeah, because you'll definitely have your darker look that you can, you know, anchor it down with. It's great for a spring to summer transition as well as that fall to winter transition.
Awesome, awesome. Now I have to ask, as far as jewelry, because I see this gold zipper here, would you do a necklace with that one, or would you just let that stand on its own?
We really let it stand. We found this at Express, and they recommended just kind of let it stand on its own. Maybe earrings, but you definitely wouldn't need a necklace since it has the zipper. Just kind of let it go.
Okay, awesome. Now let's move to this Serenity suit.
This is Serenity. Now this is almost a baby blue, but it's just a little bit deeper, a little bit richer than a baby blue. We actually found this at the Limited. They have this suit ready to go on the shelves, right? So we love it. This Serenity pairs very well with white, and we've pinned it with just a basic white undershirt. Something about the white, it's very crisp and very clean when it's paired with the Serenity, and you can even kind of think about that when you're choosing your handbag and your shoes. Just kind of keep it very soft, very clean.
Awesome, awesome. Alrighty, and this last look that we have here, which is my favorite out of all of them, I think I could probably get away with this at work.
Yeah, I think it's important. We found this at Banana Republic. This is actually their watercolor skirt, and I brought this today because it has both of the colors mixed right in it. And I love that. It has the Serenity, it has the rose quartz, and it almost has a purple tone where if you mix the two together, where they would kind of meet in the middle in that purple. And I love that. And you can see how well the rose quartz top just pairs right in with that blue. And they can even work great together. So you don't have to keep the two separate. They can blend right together. You can wear them together, and I love that.
And like she said, we see this here for fashion, but you can also see it in entertainment and home decor. So let's talk a little bit about that. So is it more so an accent pillow, or are people painting their walls these colors this year?
It's really, you know, I've been on the Pinterest boards, and I mean, I have seen people painting their rooms these colors if they want to go really bold. Personally, I would probably go with the accents, the lamps, the rugs, the pillows, but we've kind of seen the gamut. It just depends how bold you want to be on your walls, but I think you could easily, you know, the throw pillows, just toss them in and out. The basics, I think it'd be so easy to do.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Alicia. It's always a pleasure. Get up, get out this morning. Add these colors to your wardrobe. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Got a question about something in your town? Email it to THV11.
So I was a head chef at 24. I won Best New Restaurant in the country at 31. I've published cookbooks, I've been on TV. I've relied on people every step of the way. So staying connected to those people, that's what makes me feel accomplished. The people I connect with, these are the people that I ride with every day.
Finance the Infiniti QX80 with room for up to 8 at 1.9% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Infiniti retailer.
Get into the all-new 2015 Ford F-Series truck during the Get Into the New sales event at Landers Ford. Now with up to $10,000 off, it's time to save and get the job done. Remember, nobody beats a Landers deal in Benton, Interstate 30.
I wasn't too thrilled about dentures, but I need to be able to chew. So I called Aspen Dental. They got me right in because my visit was long overdue. And no one on staff even made me feel bad that I hadn't been in since the leg warmer fad. My new dentures came with a great guarantee, so this giant pretzel's got nothing on me.
With dentures starting at $3.99 and a money-back guarantee, dentistry's never been easier. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
At River City Recreation World, we carry the best brands in the country, and we've just added a new one. Proudly introducing Redwood Fifth Wheels, the only truly residential RV sold in Central Arkansas. Redwood has all the comfort of home in a spacious, luxurious fifth wheel. Motorhome buyers, River City Recreation World also has the state's largest selection of pre-owned motorhomes. River City Recreation World, just north of McCain Mall on Warden Road in Sherwood. Shop us 24/7 at rivercityrvs.com.
Get into the all-new 2016 Ford Escape during the Get Into the New sales event at Landers Ford. Now just $19,999. New year, new ride. Remember, nobody beats a Landers deal in Benton, Interstate 30.
THV 11 supports the Little Rockers Kids Marathon March 5th.
And welcome back to THV 11 on this Saturday morning. Let's take a look at your forecast for you this morning. 49 degrees and fairly mild for the start of your day this last weekend of January outside. Currently, right now, the winds are out of the south-southwest at 10 miles an hour, and that's creating a bit of a wind chill. Feels like it's 45 degrees right now out there at the Little Rock Airport. Hour by hour, a warm day ahead of us. It's going to feel like spring across much of the state for this January 30th date. Looking at the upper 60s across much of central Arkansas, maybe even a 70-degree reading across parts of the southern half of the state. Around Arkansas this morning, 43 in Russellville. It's 51 right now in Hot Springs. It's 46 over in Stuttgart and 43 degrees there in Searcy. Live View Max, not a whole lot to show you on this picture. Things are very quiet across the Mid-South, and we deserve that after last weekend's snowstorm. We do have storm systems, though, beginning to build out towards our west that will affect our weather by Monday night and into Tuesday. But we'll enjoy this nice spring-like, our taste of spring for this weekend for sure. Looking at your next 24 hours, this will take us into tonight. Some cloud cover does increase across the state. Expect that. That'll keep temperatures up overnight. And then by Sunday morning, showing up here on this future radar picture, a little bit of spotty shower activity across mainly eastern Arkansas and some cloud cover. So just be looking for that possibly on Sunday. Not a washout for the day by any means, but we could see a little bit more cloud cover tomorrow than we do today. Expecting full sunshine here on your Saturday, and those temperatures, like I mentioned, very pleasant across much of Arkansas. As far as your forecast goes for you, Monday night and into Tuesday will be the chance for some strong storms pushing through the state. We're going to send things over to Marlisa and Marion.
That's right, Meredith. Unlimited video streaming, data, talk, and text is back. And how much data is the new feature Wi-Fi Assist using? Here to tell us more is AT&T's Marion King. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having us.
Good to see you
Good
this
to see
morning.
You again.
Yes, so the viewers have been asking about you, and so you are back.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
We'll say it's a good thing.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll just
go
say
with
that.
good.
We'll roll with that. Yeah.
Okay, so today we are talking about data, talk, and text. Okay, so what's new now?
So, you know, customers have been asking for a long time about unlimited. You know, it went away for a while and now it's back. So the key and the kicker to that is you have to have AT&T TV. Whether that's DirecTV or UVerse, you can get unlimited data now on your plan. So it's an amazing option for customers.
Okay, this has been gone for a few years now, right?
Yep.
Yep. You kind of had to be grandfathered in if you came from one of the old plans.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep,
yes.
I remember back in the day.
Yeah, so it's a great offer right now. And right now, if you think about it, you know, it's kind of going into pricing a little bit. I think we have a graphic if they can show that, but I mean, it's a great offer for customers. I mean, the first line's $100 for unlimited, and then the second and third line are $40 each. But we love you so much, we give you the fourth line free.
You love us.
We love you so much. The customers, we give you the fourth line free.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's a good deal, especially for families.
Yeah, yeah. So for a family of four, if you really think about it, you can get that unlimited talk, text, data, video streaming, web surfing for $180 a month.
Okay.
I mean, that's a deal.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about putting constraints on the kids and things like that, because a lot of times people have overages, and you know, you're paying a much larger bill based on that. You know, so I mean, you get the unlimited data, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So it's a great deal.
Teenagers especially.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, I had my little brother on my plan at one point.
Yeah.
He had to get the boot.
Yeah. did he try to break you?
He tried to break me
believe
for
that.
everything I was worth.
Yeah.
So what do people need to do if they are interested and want to sign up for this?
Yeah, so again, you make sure you have TV. So actually we have a great deal as well. So if you don't have AT&T and you may have DirecTV, you can actually come over and we'll give you credit. So right now you can get up to $500 in credits to switch over to AT&T. So if you're with another carrier, bring your line over and we can get that done for you and give you some money.
Okay, so let's say I have UVerse and I'm interested in this deal. I just have to walk in.
Just walk in and say, I want to get the unlimited plan, and we can get you set up with that. And then you can even add, tablets. You can add wearables to that. So let's say, for instance, you want to do a tablet, and you don't want the tablet to have unlimited, like you don't use it that much. You can actually add a tablet for only $10 and it gets 1 gig of data.
Really?
Yeah, so if you want to have the tablet on unlimited, it's $40, like we talked about earlier. But if you only want the tablet to have, 1 gig of use, it's only $10. So you can still have those tablets on there as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, for more information, even though you've done a great job explaining everything, should they visit the website or?
Yeah, you can go to att.com or you can go to one of our local stores. Local store, close to you. So we have plenty of options to get more information on that and tell you about other products and services that AT&T has.
Excellent. Is there anything else you want to tell the viewers who are interested this morning?
Oh, just talking about the tablet. So this is actually a great thing. We have the Samsung Galaxy View tablet, and right now, if you switch to DirecTV, you can actually get this amazing 18.4-inch tablet.
Okay.
For $99. So this is not a TV. This is a tablet, believe it or not.
Because that's what I almost thought.
Yeah, no, this is a tablet. It's full functionality, Android operating system, Samsung Galaxy View tablet. So it has a handle back here. I don't, customers, viewers can't see it, but in TV mode you can carry it, or if you put it in your lap, it has a reading mode, so it switches over. So it's a great tablet to stream video and stuff like that. And it actually comes integrated with the DirecTV app. So it's pretty amazing. So
you can take your TV wherever you go.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's a perfect line. TV wherever you go. That's what we're trying to do.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Miriam, for joining us this Saturday morning. We'll be back with much more after this break.
Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics, the state's only master distributor of Muncie Power products. We have the largest inventory for all your heavy-duty steering and hydraulic needs. At Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics, let our 75 years experience work for you.
Frustrated with digestive issues that keep coming back? Try Digestive Advantage, a unique natural probiotic that survives 100 times better than the leading probiotics, so it can get where you need it. Take control of your digestive health. Digestive Advantage.
I love all the windows. I think we envisioned it to be a space where we could gather together as a family. This is a room they want to use all the time. They need things that are durable and stylish. I love this one.
These shelves are great.
So what do you think? That's beautiful. I do not feel that we could have made the decisions without the help of Bassett. Now I want to do another room. The HGTV Home Design Studio by Bassett. Are you ready for your big reveal?
Save store-wide and special financing during Bassett Center Home Sale.
Are you really going to keep dealing with that hunk of junk while you wait for your next tax refund? Central Auto Sales says stop waiting. With financing for everyone and 99-cent down payments, there is no reason to wait. All autos come with a free warranty, a free Carfax report, and a 11-hour leave-it guarantee. View Central's huge selection of late model cars, trucks, and SUVs anytime online. So stop waiting on Uncle Sam and visit us today.
99 cents down, you can have a car. Central Auto Sales is where it all starts.
Create a beautiful room for less at Echo's Carpet One.
For our no extra sale, we'll save you hundreds of dollars.
Now choose any carpet we sell, colors, all styles, and get all the extras at no extra charge. Installation and pad, measure, delivery and furniture moving, take up and haul away, even special 3-year financing. Plus save on wood, tile, laminate, and granite countertops too. It's the no extra sale at Echo's Carpet One.
We make it beautiful.
For less.
Where do you think you're going?
To work with you. It's Taco Tuesday.
You're not coming. I took Mucinex to help get rid of fizzy congestion. I'm good all day.
Mucinex keeps working. Not 4, not 6, but 12 hours. Let's end this.
At Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics, it's our job to keep your equipment on the job.
So if your equipment pumps, dumps, sucks, or blows, come see the pros. Arkansas Power Steering and Hydraulics.
Now, from Arkansas News and Information Center, this is THB 11 this morning.
Good Saturday morning to you all. It's a little chilly this morning, but it seems to be a running joke around the station about me needing my coats and my blankets all the time.
Aren't you from the Northeast?
Okay, if we want to be technical this morning, Maryland is below the Mason-Dixon line, so technically
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Technically.
And you also went to college in Austin, Texas.
You're right.
So you've been away from your phone climate for a while.
Well, good morning to you guys again. It's January the 30th, and this month has gone by.
Sure has. I made this confession earlier in the show, but we've got some serious Christmas decor boxing up to do this weekend.
And it might not happen because, again, Meredith has broken her hand.
Yeah,
So it looks like Christmas is going to be up until December.
I'm not sure you leave it out. I will say this, it's taken down. It's just all kind of set, staged in an area where it needs to go back to the boxes and then back into the attic. It's slowly making its way there. Like I said, the snow kind of threw everyone off last weekend a little bit.
No, but this weekend, it's a brand new
Yeah, I'm not
story.
going to sit at home and put up the rest of that stuff. No. This is a gorgeous weekend to get outside and enjoy some spring-like weather, a little taste of it yesterday, and then continues today. For a high today around 68 degrees. Sunshine will be plentiful. We've got gorgeous blue skies above us out in the Crane Key Weather Garden, and we'll continue to see that throughout the rest of your Saturday. Now things change a little bit on Sunday. We'll get some more cloud cover. Temperatures still warm, and the possibility maybe of a shower, but nothing to ruin any outdoor plans by any means. Monday will be sort of a transition day. During the day, not expecting a whole lot of thunderstorm activity, but that night, a very strong storm system will push through, bringing with it the chance of some strong to severe storms as we head towards Monday overnight and into Tuesday as well. So something to definitely pay close attention to right now. Still some factors there need to come together before we can call that as a definite day where we could see some severe weather. Temperatures, as you can see there, dramatically drop off after that front pushes through on Tuesday. It'll be much colder by Wednesday. That's a good forecast. Marlisa, let's get a check of your headlines.
THV 11 heard from an Arkansan who believes he contracted the virus while traveling. The Zika virus, that is, at last check, 31 people have been diagnosed with the virus in the U.S. This is the first person claiming to have been treated in the natural state, sharing his symptoms and wanting to calm any fears.
Mine started with headaches. It started with headaches, and then
From my hands to my arms were red with rash.
Two siblings, same infection, different times.
It's basically like you have hives, but it's just noticeable. It's not going to go away. It did the last 3 or 4 days, and then it's gone.
While in Guatemala visiting family for the holidays, Jessica Garcia says she was infected and treated for the Zika virus. Her 17-year-old brother, however, started showing symptoms shortly before returning to the States.
There was an ambulance waiting for him at the terminal.
I mean, I knew what it was, but you don't expect to get something like that when you go on a trip, like on vacation.
Tested for a variety of illnesses, Garcia shows us the documentation of her brother's treatment while at Children's Hospital here in Little Rock.
The chikungunya came out negative, but the dengue fever was positive, and the Zika was positive.
With outbreaks being reported in at least 20 countries, health officials warn it's only a matter of time before it starts to spread across the U.S.
People don't need to be worried, but they need to be aware.
The number of Americans infected with Zika virus is growing. Scientists say the virus is spreading at an explosive rate in Central and South America, but it is not likely to spread as widely here as in places like Brazil, which hosts the Summer Olympics in this coming August. So far, there's no evidence any of the Americans were infected while here in the U.S. And tomorrow is the last day of open registration for health care registration. If you don't enroll in a 2016 health insurance plan by Sunday, January 31st, you can't enroll in a health insurance plan this year unless you qualify for special enrollment period. Special enrollment is for certain life events, including changes in family status, like losing a job or having a baby. Police looking for a second suspect in connection with a homicide on Warren Drive. Little Rock police believe Nadia Finney was involved in the shooting death of Farron Whitley. Officers found Whitley shot to death in a car last month. On Thursday, detectives charged Brandon Nevels with capital murder in the case. Nevels was already in jail for other charges. Finney will also be charged with capital murder. Police in DeWitt searching for a man wanted in connection to a shooting. Police believe Rodney Duncan shot a key witness in a trial just 30 minutes after a jury found his brother guilty of a 2014 murder. The man was airlifted to a hospital and is expected to be okay. Police say the witness told them that Duncan was dressing in all black when he shot him in his yard. Call police if you know anything regarding. On Monday, Iowans will take part in the first voting of the election season, but they don't cast ballots. They caucus. So what exactly is a caucus? Asia Jing explains how the process all works.
I'm asking you to caucus for me on Monday night.
Presidential politics is part of the culture in Iowa. Voters do their homework.
I'm definitely paying attention and trying to do my research.
At Hoover High School in Des Moines, government students have been studying too.
Why do we do the caucus every 4 years?
So we can choose what candidates run for president.
But many people outside the state find the very word caucus confusing. Think of it as a get-together with your neighbors. Registered Republicans or Democrats will be 18 by election day can participate. Every precinct has its own caucus, and which precinct you belong to depends on your home address. At Republican caucuses,
he wants to make college tuition tax deductible.
Someone speaks on behalf of each candidate. Then participants cast a secret ballot. But for Democrats, it's more complicated. Voters separate into groups depending on which candidate they support. Any candidate who doesn't hit around 15% in that precinct is eliminated. Their supporters are then free to move to the other camps.
This is about standing with your neighbor, transparency, and being committed, not just to the process, but to your candidate.
The Iowa caucuses started in 1972, and the old school process hasn't changed much, but this year it's going high tech.
Application does the math in the background.
Each precinct will report results with this new app, which will quickly determine winners.
So what did you think of this whole process?
This organized chaos is the first step in picking the next president. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, Des Moines, Iowa.
Each precinct has a certain number of delegates, but it is not a winner-take-all situation. A math equation based on turnout is used to award the delegates to each candidate. And you don't want to forget there are just a few days left to register to vote in the primary elections in March. The deadline is Monday, February 1st. You can fill out an application at several places, including your county clerk's office, state revenue offices, and the public library. You can also mail in a registration form by downloading it online. And next week, Donald Trump will return to Arkansas. The GOP frontrunner will be in Little Rock next Wednesday. That's February 3rd at the Barton Coliseum. Friday, we learned protesters plan to be there. A Facebook group has already been started for a peaceful demonstration outside of the rally. They hope to stand outside the Coliseum with signs. Doors open at 3, and the presidential hopeful takes the stage at 5 o'clock. Now, before he played for the Carolina Panthers, Cam Newton was a Buccaneer at Blinn College.
Coming up, we'll take you back to where Newton says it helped spark a new beginning.
Plus, the Super Bowl will be here before you know it. We'll tell you how you can be part of the fun all next week on the morning show. Stay with us.
THB11 closed captioning is sponsored by Everett Infinity of Little Rock.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett with Infinity of Little Rock. If you're shopping for that perfect luxury vehicle, Infinity should be at the top of your list. Experience premium luxury on the QX60 with third-row seating, the Q50 sedan available on all-wheel drive, and the powerful Q60 Sport Coupe. Even Joe agrees that Infinity is the best. And oh no, luxury. Discover the Everett difference at Infinity of Little Rock, across from the Rave on Colonel Glenn.
I'm Alex. That's Jake. We don't move your stuff. Come in a truck. We make it easy. No matter the move across the country, we'll make it a smooth one.
Move as you can, and we'll prove it. For your next move, come in a truck.
At Ashley Home Store, it's the final week of the New Year's Savings Bash. Last chance to ring in 2016 with store-wide savings or no interest for up to 60 months. Save big on a new bed like this King or Queen, your choice, only $4.99. Take it easy on a new sofa or sectional like this leather sofa, only $9.99. And this two-piece sectional now just $12.99. Last chance for store-wide savings for up to 60 months, no interest. Hurry in for the final week of the New Year's Savings Bash at Ashley Home Store in Bryant.
You been sales shopping, Jerry?
Yeah, starting the year off right. Saved hundreds. How about you?
Yeah, I get a fresh start myself. Saved thousands.
That's nice.
You're into that kind of.
Celebrate the new year with the new GMC. The best of the remaining 2015s. Over $8,200 below MSRP on select specialty for Sierra SLT Crew Cab 1500 models in stock. See your Arkansas Select GMC.
Beyond natural, grain-free pet food is committed to truth on the label. When we say real meat is the first ingredient, it is always number one. We leave out poultry byproduct meal, corn, wheat, and soy. And we own where our dry food is made, 100%. Other brands say all that. Grain-free nutrition you can trust. Does your food go beyond? Learn more at beyondpetfood.com. We're saying hello to 2016. Great offers on the last of our 2015s. During Nissan's 2016 event, choose from 7 models with 0% financing for up to 60 months, plus up to $5,000 cash back. Or save up to $250 on Central. But the excitement may last. But 0% on the 2015s won't. Offers end February 1st. Your local Nissan store and Nissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Moving doesn't have to be a hassle. Next time, call us at 2 Minute in a Truck. We're local and can help at a price that won't make you wish you did it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call. Home or business, 2 Minute in a Truck.
At THV11, we're thrilled to win the Emmy for Best Newscast.
Maintaining high standards is important. Still, there's something that means more to us than winning. More than the recognition.
It's about sharing life in Arkansas and protecting what's important.
This is home, and we're proud to be Arkansas' choice for news, weather, and information on the air, web, and mobile.
There's a lot of Arkansas out there to share. Come share it with us. THV11, this is home.
And welcome back to THV 11 on this Saturday morning, the last weekend of January, and it feels more like March or April. Temperatures today are going to warm up into the upper 60s, but right now we're sitting at 49 degrees at Little Rock Airport. A little bit of a breeze out of the southwest at 10 miles an hour. Plenty of sunshine to go around as well, and we'll continue to see those temperatures warm up quickly throughout the day. Mid-60s by the noon hour, and then we'll top out in the upper 60s later on this afternoon. Some parts across the state could hit that 70-degree mark today. It looks like around the state, temperatures varying in locations. River Valley, Russellville, 43 right now. It's 51 in Pine Bluff. It's 46 over in Stuttgart and Hot Springs, which will be a very popular spot this afternoon as folks head over to Oakland to enjoy a beautiful day at the races. Live View Max for you, not a whole lot to show you on this picture. We are very quiet across the entire Mid-South and looking at clear skies as well. Some cloud cover beginning to build out towards our west, moving towards the state, will enter by tonight. So we will see a little bit of increasing cloudiness as we head into the overnight hours, and maybe even a chance of a shower by Sunday. So put this into motion. Our next 24-hour forecast for you. This takes us to this evening. Some clouds begin to roll through. Waking up on Sunday morning with some cloud cover and maybe a few spotty showers, now indicated by this, could be popping up mainly in eastern Arkansas. Not a washout for your Sunday at all, and those warm temperatures will stick around too. So you'll be able to enjoy that. And your forecast, look for some strong storms Monday night and into Tuesday. We're going to send things over to Hayden for a check of your sports.
Well, as the old saying goes, if you ain't first, you're last. Now, that may not be necessarily true, but it's always still good to be in first, and that's exactly what was on the line Friday night. The Stars were out in West Little Rock, a showdown between Little Rock Christian and Morrilton. We go first quarter, Devil Dogs coming out hot. Keyshawn White from downtown Morrilton on the board later. It's going to be White again, and oh my goodness, the cut and then the floater. He gets it to go. This fellow was everywhere tonight, but so was this guy, Isaiah Harper, fighting in the trenches. It's the and one. He had 27 points. Headband loves it. This too, though, Willie Chappell gets the inbounds. Nice move for the layup. Coach Zachary now got to dial up some offense, and he would get it. White with a crossover again finds Keandre, Mr. Jefferson, and he's moving on up to the east side. A slugfest tonight, but in the end, it's Morrilton getting the win in double OT. 75-71 Devil Dogs now in first place in the 5A West. And, of course, big college basketball coming up this afternoon. Arkansas and Texas Tech tip-off in that one set for 3 o'clock. I will have highlights at 6 and 10, plus reaction from the team and Mike Anderson. But for now, guys, we'll send it back to you.
Workers are busy painting the turf yesterday, including the gold NFL logo at the 50-yard line, commemorating the 50th Super Bowl in league history.
Team colors and logos were also spray painted in each end zone.
Crews say they worked about 15 hours each day to lay down the brand new soft field. Officials are expecting about 70,000 fans to attend the big game.
And in case you missed it, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and Coldplay are all lined up to hit the stage for the big halftime show.
Tomorrow on CBS Sunday Morning, you can catch a full interview with Coldplay's lead singer